Qigong is moving the body with the breath. It's a slow-moving meditation exercise. One of the dynamics that I like to bring into it is diaphragmatic breathing, but not only diaphragmatic breathing, I bring one more dimension into it, and that's called the intestine exercise. So the 70% of your blood sits in this area. So when we push the belly out and tuck it in, that's the diaphragm's acting like that anyway. We're just embellishing that just a tiny little bit as we do the exercise. This helps firm and tone your whole core area. It massages all your internal organs, washing them in the blood that's in this area, very nourishing, stimulates the cells all throughout this area. It's a very powerful exercise. So your homework assignment, should you choose to accept, would be to do the intestine exercise 3 to 4 minutes every day. Just push the belly out, tuck it in. Push the belly out, tuck it in. Tuck it in. You'll improve your overall digestive system greatly. Now, having said that, let's start with 3 heart opening breaths. Palms in front of the abdomen. Come down into a little bit of a squat. So when you inhale, slowly come up and stretch through the thighs and just give it a good stretch, and exhale, slowly come back down again, a little bit of a squat. Again, through the nose, that's inhale and stretch, and exhale, a little bit of a squat. Again, one more time, inhale and stretch, and exhale, let's hinge at the hips so we come down to forward bend. We're pulling on the back of the legs. And we just come to where we don't come down any further, and that's fine. Hold it there. Let the legs get used to it. Now we'll breathe into it and allow us to come down just a little bit more. So inhale and exhale, just relax into that stretch for the back of the legs. And notice yourself sinking a little bit more. Again, through the nose, inhale, big long inhale. And exhale, just relaxing a little bit more. Keep that back straight. You don't have to touch the floor. That's not what it's about. Again, through the nose, that's inhale. And exhale, it's all about stretching the back of your legs. Now, when we inhale, very slowly, come on up. Oh, yeah, and exhale, it's a nice, wonderful stretch. Now, if there's feet remaining hip width apart, I should throw your arms around from side to side, and when you get to a side, push down into a hip. It's the hip opening exercise. Designed to improve the circulation around the hip area, warm up the joints. It's actually warming up the muscles that are surrounding the joints when we do this. And it obviously increases the blood flow into this area. Everything we move is going to increase the blood flow into that area. So a little bit later on, we'll do body tapping. And when we do body tapping, that increases the blood flow up closer to the skin. And all the fascia, the connective tissue, is well stimulated throughout the body when you tap down the body. Now, let's bring our arms up to shoulder height so the inside palm goes face up. Inside palm goes face down, the outside palm goes face up. And we're reaching and stretching. Keep looking straight ahead so you have a nice even stretch. And when you reach back, you're scrunching that shoulder blade against the muscle there. And that's nice. That's a nice way of self-massage. It's really nice. It helps avoid or eliminate trigger points. Trigger points are little knots in those areas. A nice way of self-healing. Now, let's just widen the step a little bit and reach up high. Give it a good stretch. And then go to the other side. Give it a good stretch. Again, lift up high and stretch. Other side, give it a good stretch. Does that feel good? Yeah! One more time to this side. And let's stop, come down. And now, beginning of all healing is vibration in the body. So let's bounce the knees, relax the shoulders, and start shaking the palms. Movement is key to healing the body. So the reason we don't heal is because we don't move. So the best way to heal the body properly is to move and jiggle things around a little bit. When you're in a hospital, what do? Do they let you lay in bed all the time? Not if they can help it. They want to get you up. If there's any way possible they can get you up and moving, up you go. That's just common sense. But if you sit around at home on the couch all the time, well, I know that doesn't apply to you because all of you are here. But you can tell the friends that you know that aren't moving, get moving. Come to Mitch's class with me. Now let's let a little wiggle the hips, wiggle the hips. So you can do a class every day of the week, and the ones that aren't live, you can do them recorded. So there's plenty of opportunity for you to keep yourself moving. Now we're wiggling the hips, bouncing the knees, shaking the palms, add a little through the shoulders, and bobble the head. So you're all shook up. Just let yourself go, just kind of loosen up. So whatever you're doing is good. You just kind of let yourself go, and everybody's a little bit different. So you're just kind of moving and just shaking, just relaxing. And this is a wonderful way to heal yourself. Now just stop. And the body is always healing itself, by the way. We know that, right? Your little cut, you don't even have to think about it. The body goes right into action for you. All right, now, I want to go right into balance the plate exercise today. So let's step forward with the right foot. And we're going to focus on the right side. Palms are out. Let's come into a squat and really reach out with the palms. Let's take the left palm and put it behind you with the palm face up. You know I'm mirror teaching, so I tell you right, so I'm doing it from my left side so you can, so I'm on the same side as you. Then we have the mirror too, that helps. So now when we inhale, let's start straightening the knees, pull a palm in towards the chest, lift the elbow and shoulder up, bend the wrist, circle the palm underneath the arm. Now when you exhale, hip goes one way, you extend the arm the other way. Now we gyrate the hip as you inhale, the arm goes the opposite way, we straighten the legs, and exhale, we start coming back down into a squat. So there's 2 circles, 2 breaths. First circle is inhale underneath the arm, and exhale, that's 1 circle. Second circle is over the head. We inhale and exhale, okay? Now let's add a little stuff to that. So we're into a squat, so inhale, straighten the knees. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten the knees. And exhale, bend the knees. Now we're gonna add hip rotation into this. So inhale, straighten the knees. And exhale, hip goes one way, the arm goes the other. Gyrate the hip as you inhale, start straightening the knees into a circle. And exhale, come back down into a squat. Inhale, exhale, inhaling, and exhaling. Let's do one more time in silence. Now bring the foot back as we inhale and exhale. So are you doing okay keeping the palm facing the sky? That's the whole trick to everything here when we're doing this, because you'll rotate your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder, your hips, your knees, your ankles. If you just simply do your best, it may not, you may drop that plate sometimes, and that's okay. But just try to keep that palm plate up. And we got a whole stack of extra plates for you if you do drop the plate, so don't worry about dropping the plate. And there's a maid that comes over and just cleans up the broken plates on the floor. Let's go to the other side now. Step forward with your left foot, palms are out, sink into a squat, extend the arms, right palm comes behind you. 2 circles, 2 breaths. We're into a squat now, so when you inhale, we start straightening the knees as you pull the palm in towards the chest. Lift the elbow and shoulder up, you stretch down through the hip, circle a palm underneath the arm. When you exhale, your hip goes to the right, the arm stretches to the left, and it's a stretch. Yeah, oh, it's a good stretch. Now inhale, we gyrate the hip, and then straighten the knees as you come over the head, and exhale, come on back to the center. Now, are you able to keep that palm facing the sky? Inhale, underneath the arm, and exhale, the palm faces the sky still. Inhale, wave that palm face up over the head, and exhale, it returns back to our starting position. So we're into a squat. So inhale, we straighten the knees, and exhale, we bend the knees. Inhale, we straighten the knees, and exhale, we bend the knees. So inhale, we rise, exhale, we squat, inhale, we rise, and exhale, we squat. So inhale to the chest, and exhale, hip goes one way, arm the other. Inhale, gyrate the hip, the arm falls around the other side, and exhale completes the circle. So it's inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling. Let's do the last one in silence. Okay, good job. Now inhale, bring the foot back, and exhale, relax. Shake the palms out, kick the legs out. Now let's do both hands at the same time. We just do the right and the left exactly at the same time. And by the way, that last one we did, the right and the left, that was the fourth form. This fifth form is the with both hands, but it's only two breaths, two circles. You'll find that later when we do the eighth form. So inhale, step up to the right half step, and exhale, bend the knee and sink over into your right. Now, inhale, straighten the right knee, take a half step to the left, and exhale, come into a squat and extend the arms. Two circles, two breaths. So inhale, straighten the knees, pull the palms in towards the chest, lift the elbows and shoulders up, circle the palms underneath the armpit, and exhale, squat as you stretch out with the head up, feels good in the back. Then inhale, crisscross over the head. Oh, it's a good stretch, stretching through the abdomen, and exhale, completes the circle as you sink back down into a squat. Again, inhale, stretch, and exhale, stretch. Inhale, stretch, and exhale, stretch. Everything is a stretch. Inhale, exhale, inhale over the head, and exhale completes. So inhale, we rise, and exhale, we squat. Inhale, up, over, and exhale, come on down. How you doing keeping those palms facing the sky? Inhale, underneath the arms, still palms face the sky, rotate the wrist, and exhale, push to the side, palms are facing upward. Inhale, palms still face upward, and exhale, they're still upward. Inhale, underneath the arm, and exhale to the side. Inhale, crisscross over the head, and exhale, we're back to square one. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's do the last one in silence. Now bring the right foot in. So you straighten the left leg as you inhale, half step from the right. Exhale, lean over to the right into a squat. Bring the left foot in. Inhale, straighten the right leg. And exhale, relax. So as I teach this 8 forms that we're about to do, I like to teach the first time, or the first movement, or the first form. I like to teach it with full explanation. The second time I teach it, I like to do on breath only. The third time, I like to teach it in silence, where I'm just your model. So each way speaks a different way to you, and you're able to gain a different understanding from each of the teaching methods. So make it work for you, don't overdo it. I say the same things over and over in every class. Just enjoy your time here. Now, before we continue, I want you to take a little sip of water if you have water with you. Take a brief little moment here. If I need water, I know you do too. Little sips are so good. Sometimes I forget to do the water. I just feel so much when I wet my whistle. Okay, feet are hip width apart, knees are bent or soft, not really coming into too much. We're going to do the form from beginning to end. And this first time, we're going to do it 3 times each move. So palms in front of the abdomen and sink into a squat. Now, the first movement is inhale, we reach out to the side, and exhale, push to the side, and sink into a squat. Then roll the palms up. As you inhale, I want you to push the belly out and lift up, stretching through the abdomen, palms to prayer posture, and then exhale, squat as you tuck the belly in, bring the fingertips till they come just below the chin. We're adding the intestine exercise to every move. So inhale, push the belly out, straighten the knees, elbows to shoulder height, and exhale, tuck the belly in as you let the palms float down, keep the shoulders over the hips so your back is straight. That's the first move. We're going to do it 2 more times. This next one, breath only, palms in front of the abdomen. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, Inhale, exhale. This third time will be in silence. Okay, before we go into the second form, just know that every time we initiate movement, we inhale and the body rises. When we conclude that movement, the body falls. Now, let's add the breath to it. So, we're going to step off to the right. For the second form, shift your weight over to the left side as you inhale, straighten the left leg. Bring the right foot up and push the belly out. When you exhale, step out, put the palm face down and settle in as you tuck the belly in. That's one breath, one move. Second move, the move is just into position. Second move, push the belly out as you inhale, gyrate the hip, straighten the knee, and exhale, contract the abdomen as you squat and sink back down. Okay, let's try it again. Instructions, breath only. Inhale. Exhale. Third circle is in silence. Now we're going to breathe the foot back into place. So inhale, abdomen extends. And exhale, abdomen contracts as we sink down into a squat. Going to the other side. We inhale, abdomen extends. Stepping off, half step or 45 degrees out, and exhale, contract the abdomen and settle in. Then inhale, push the belly out, abdomen extends, circle, straighten the knee, and exhale, abdomen contracts as you sink back down into a squat. Second time, instructions in breath only. Inhale, exhale. Third time is in silence. Okay, let's breathe the foot back. So inhale, abdomen extends, and exhale, abdomen contracts as we sink into a squat. Okay, the third form is carry the ball from left to right. And the reason we carry the ball, the arms flow exactly the same distance. Bottom palm will always end up in front of your position, in front of your midline, your body, face up. The outside palm is always face down. So we're going to start. So we're in a squat. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Bring the bottom palm face up and abdomen extends. And then exhale, contract the abdomen as you sink into position. Now one breath. Inhale, push the belly out. And exhale, squat back down as you tuck the belly in. Okay, this next move will be breath only. Inhale. Exhale. Third movement will be in silence. Okay, now you know the third form, right side. That's inhale, straighten the right leg, bring your stance to both feet, and then exhale, relax, and come into a squat. Now we're prepared to do the left side. Third form, left side. So inhale, straighten the left leg, bring the palms up, abdomen extends, and then exhale, contract the abdomen as you sink down into a squat. Most of the weight's on one leg. Then inhale, carry the ball over to the right, push the belly up, exhale, squat, and tuck the belly in. Another sweep, breath only. Inhale, exhale. Nice, slow moving motions, really good for building strength. Silence is this one. Inhale. Now stand up. Inhale, lower the ball, abdomen extends. And exhale, abdomen contracts as we sink into a squat. Now we step off to the right for the fourth form. Balance the plate exercise. So inhale, straighten the left leg, 45 degrees out with the palm face up. We exhale, sink into a squat and tuck the belly in. Now when we inhale, bring this palm around behind you, straighten the knee, expand the abdomen, circle the arm all the way around, and then exhale, contract the abdomen as you squat and push the arm behind you. Next move is inhale, come underneath the arm, push the belly out, straighten the knee, and exhale, squat as you contract the abdomen, keep the shoulders over the hips as you extend the arm out front. Third breath is underneath the arm again, so it's inhale, push the belly out, palm in towards the chest, straighten the knee, circle the palm, and exhale, contract the abdomen as the palm goes one way, the hip goes the other. Then inhale, we gyrate the hip, abdomen extends, straighten the knee, over the head, and then exhale, contract the abdomen as we sink back down into a squat, remembering to keep this palm face up at all times. Second time, let's do it breath only. Inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling. Third time's in silence. Oops, I made a mistake. Let's go back to the second form. Inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, now let's do the third one in silence. Okay, let's bring the foot back to inhale, straighten the knee, and exhale, tuck the belly in and squat. Let's do the left side. So inhale, step off the left, abdomen extends, straighten the right leg, and exhale, sink into a squat as you tuck the belly in, palm is face up towards the inside of your knee. Now when we inhale, we push the belly out, straighten the knees, bring the arm around behind us, circle it all the way around, and then exhale, squat, reach behind you, tuck the belly in. That's number two. Breath number three is underneath the arm as you inhale, abdomen extends, straighten the knee, and exhale, abdomen contracts as you push the arm out. We're into a squat again. Then inhale back underneath the arm, push the belly out, straighten the knee, and exhale, hip goes way, tuck the belly in, straighten the arm. Then inhale, straighten the legs, abdomen extends, we go over the head, and exhale, contract the abdomen as we return back to our starting position. Third time will be breath only. Inhale and exhale, sorry about that. Inhale underneath the arm, and exhale, squat as you front. Inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhale. Third time is breath only. In silence, I mean. Let's inhale this foot back to standing position as we inhale, and exhale, come down to a squat. Fifth form is just going to be both hands together. We're into a squat, so we inhale, straighten the right leg. We're going to left leg. We're going to take a half step to the left, and exhale with the palm face up. We come down to a squat, bending the right knee. Now when you inhale, straighten the right knee, half step to the left. And exhale, contract the abdomen as you come into a squat, sink. Okay, 4 circles, 4 breaths, both hands together. Inhale, push the belly out, open the chest, straighten the knees, circle the arms, tuck the belly in as you exhale. Then inhale underneath the arms, straighten the knees, point the fingers to the front, and exhale, push to the front, tuck the belly in. Then inhale, pull the palms in towards the chest, expand the abdomen, straighten the knees, circle the palm underneath the armpit. Then exhale, push to the side and tuck the belly in. Over the head we go. Inhale, abdomen extends, straighten the knees. And exhale, abdomen contracts as we come back down into a squat. Second time, breath only instruction. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Half step from the right. Inhale. Oops, excuse me. Come back to the squat. I'm sorry. This time will be in silence. Instructions in silence. Okay, I did it wrong. Let's start all over. We bring our arms behind us and make a circle. So inhale, we open the chest, straighten the knees, circle the arms all the way around, and exhale, tuck the belly in and reach behind us. Tuck the belly in, squat. Then inhale, straighten the knees, push the belly out, come underneath the arms, point to the front, and exhale, track the abdomen and reach out to the front. That's circle 2, breath 2. Number 3 is underneath the arm as you inhale. And exhale, push to the side, contract the abdomen. Inhale, crisscross over the head, straighten the knees. And exhale, bend the knees to return. Okay, now let's just do breath only this time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. This last one will be in silence. Okay, let's finish. Bring this right foot in, straighten the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee and come into a squat. Then inhale, straighten the right leg, half step in from the left, and exhale. Tuck the belly in and sink into a squat. Sixth form is called creating a brighter world. This is the intestine exercise. This is really good for your overall circulation, firms and tones the abdominal muscles, and great for your digestive system. So we're into a squat. So inhale, straighten the knees, push the belly out, put the thumbs on the belly button. When you exhale, squat and tuck the belly in. Then inhale, push the belly out and stretch it all the way out and down. Open the arms, straighten the knees, and then exhale, tuck the belly in as you close up the circle. Breath only this time. Inhale. Exhale. Third times in silence. Which brings us to the seventh form. Dragon looks up to the sky. So we're in a squat. So when we inhale, we straighten the knees, let the palms float up to eye height, pinch the first 3 fingers, expanding the abdomen, playing the other 2 fingers. When we exhale, tuck the belly in and put the knuckles to our kidneys as we come into a squat. And inhale, push the belly out, drag the knuckles up the rib cage into the armpits. And then exhale, tuck the belly in as you relax and come back down into a squat. Then inhale, push the belly out, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chin up. And then exhale, tuck the belly in and let the palms float down. Second time, breath only. Inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling, inhale, exhale. Third time, instructions in silence. Eighth and final form is called raising the power. So let's inhale, we grab the Earth's energy in the palms as we rise it up, pull it into our body, wrist to the chest, and then exhale, tuck it into our lower abdomen as we squat, tucking the belly in. Let's do two more. Breath only this one. Inhale, exhale. Third time is in silence. Now to conclude, we inhale, straighten the knees, palms to prayer posture, extend the abdomen. When we exhale, tuck the abdomen in and hinge at the hips so you stretch the back of the legs. One more breath. Inhale, push the belly out, and exhale, tuck the belly in. And you lower yourself a little bit deeper. Then when you inhale, push the belly out as you raise the torso up, and exhale, just take the just soften the knees, not a real deep bend, and just lower the palms down, look down towards the earth and bring your mind into the body. Okay, we've done a really good job from all this hard work. We're not resting yet. I want to take you through. Actually, yes, I do. We've worked hard and it's time to rest. So let's sit down for a minute. And have a drink of water. Boy, did I get a workout from that. Phew. All right, let's sit up straight with the shoulders over the hips. Put the back of the palms face up behind the knees. So your arms are relaxed. And you can put the palms face down on your lap or crossed in front of your lap. I like to put my palms face down, face up. The back of the palms are on my knees. I sit up straight with my shoulders over the hips, and then I look down towards the earth, or I close my eyes and just allow myself to take a moment to first catch my breath. And then I begin to allow my breathing just to be naturally and comfortable. Just try not to think too much. Allow yourself every time you exhale, feel your body relaxing just a little bit more deeply and completely. I want you to listen. When you listen, you automatically lower the body's vibration down subconsciously. Listen to the birds. They're very happy. They're delighted to be here. See if you can hear when the woodpecker pecks wood. You have to listen very closely to be able to find out which one's the woodpecker pecking wood. There's the woodpecker. He's coming again. There he is again. How about the cuckoo bird? When the cuckoo bird goes cuckoo, I know, he'll come 3 times. there's the kookaburra. It's coming again. There he is again. He's gonna come one last time. And there was the kookaburra the last time. Okay, let's open our eyes and clasp our hands in front of our abdomen. And bring the palms up to the chest. So when we inhale, roll them forward. As you exhale, keeping the shoulders over the hips, extend the arms into a stretch. Another breath. Inhale and exhale a little more deeply into that stretch. Now when we inhale, lift the palms up over the head. When we exhale, look up to stretch through the abdomen. One more breath. Inhale, lift up a little bit more deeply, and exhale very slowly, lower the palms down to your lap. Now you can take one hand to a knee, or you can cross your hands for safety of the spine. We're going to look behind us to the left first. So inhale and exhale, look behind you to the left. Then inhale and exhale a little bit more deeply to that twist. Now when you inhale, come back to the center. And then exhale, hold it here. Then inhale and exhale, look over to the right. Then inhale, twist a little more deeply. And exhale, come on back to the center. Now, while we're seated, we're going to do a little body tapping routine to stimulate the fascia. That workout we just did from doing the forms 3 times each, the tremendous workout, and we've actually done a really good job stimulating the energy centers throughout the body. But one thing that really helps a lot too is actually tapping down the body. When you tap, you bring the blood there, and that nourishes all the tissue, the fascia around that area. So we're going to start. You might want to take your glasses off, because we're going to tap around our eyes, and then just start tapping the top of our head. Come to the crown, come down behind the head where the head bone touches the neck, come behind the ears, and then do above the ears, and then all around the temples. Then come to the ears and go up and down the ears, and then just pinch the ears up and down. Okay, then go back to the temples. Now let's do all around the forehead, the forehead. Eyebrows. Let's do the mind's eye, right in the center of the eyebrows, just above a little bit. This is your third eye, your sixth chakra. And then do the eyebrows and outside corners of the eyes. Come down below the eyes on top of the eye sockets. And then below the nose on the upper level of the gum line, of the teeth, come up to the back of those upper level, and then come back down, jump down to the lower level, and then come right up to the back, and then come back down, and then hang out all around the chin, in all those areas. So we make sure we stimulate that entire region, and then just underneath the jaw, come behind the jawbone, soft tissue below the ears, right up in there. This is glandular. And now let's make scrunchy face and open face. This is really good for your complexion to stretch the face like this. So squinting is also a stretch. You want to squint everything up really nice and tight. This makes you look good. It's really good exercise. On the count of 3, and we're going to do open face. And to increase the stretch, you can stick your tongue out. And to relieve any stress, you can make a sound. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, ah! Okay, nice and tight. We're going to do this 2 more times, this second time. Give it a good squeeze, really scrunch your face, tighten it up tight. Squeeze those fists tight too. 1, 2, 3, ah! Oh, very good. Nice and tight, really tight. Just scrunch it up. Oh, as tight as you can. Squint the nose, squint the eyes, wiggle the ears. 1, 2, 3. Okay, just relax for a second. Feel the face. Okay. Good. Now let's extend the right arm out, thumb up, and drop the head down. Take the left hand and tap up high where the shoulder connects to the neck. On top of the shoulder, tap hard enough to make a difference. On top of the bicep and top of the forearm. You want to bring blood to the area. So if you tap hard enough, that'll happen. Wrist, top of the thumb, front of the fist, lower wrist. Start coming up the forearm to the elbow, tricep, armpit, upper part of the chest. Now let's go to the other side and do the same thing. Thumb up. And on top of the shoulder, on top of the bicep, top of the forearm, start coming down the forearm to the wrist, top of the thumb, front of the fist, lower wrist, and then start coming up the forearm to the elbow, now the tricep, armpit. Okay, upper part of the chest. Now, as we're stimulating this, it's really good for the lungs, tapping like this. But also a nice way to relieve stress in the body is to shout it out. So follow me, and this also helps relax you, so you might end up laughing with me because it's so funny. All right, ready? I'll go first. Ready? Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ho! Ho ho! Ho ho ho! He! He! Hee ha! Oh, laughter just makes you feel good. I could not feel happier than I am right now. It's so funny. It's funny just because it's funny. Okay. All right. Come on down to the abdomen. Abdomen. All right. Now, while you're tapping your abdomen, with your chin, I want you to pull your behind off the chair as you tap, nice and slow. Take a half a step away from the chair and lean forward and do your kidneys, tailbone. Come on down to the buttocks, back of the legs. Go up the inside. Go to the hips. Come on down the outside. When we get down to the bottom, we're going to tap the feet all around the feet. Okay, now come up the front of the legs. When you get to the knees, hang out at the knees, all around the knees. Up your thighs. Okay, come back to the abdomen. Now, hands on the shoulders. Let's sweep down to the body, all the way down to the toes, and just say it feels so good. Ready? It feels so good. Oh, yeah. Now let's do it again using a positive affirmation of I like myself just the way I am. Ready? I like myself just the way I am. The third one is I'm okay just the way I am. Ready? I'm okay just the way I am. Yeah, and yes, you are. Now, let's do the form again. But before we do, let's take a moment to take a sip of water. Let's do the form again. This time, since we spent so much time learning the form, doing it 3 times each, the instruction will be on breath only. So just know that when we inhale, we initiate the movement. When we exhale, we conclude it. When we inhale, we're rising. When we exhale, we're falling. When we inhale, we're pushing the belly out. When we're exhaling, we're tucking the belly in, so we incorporate that intestine exercise at the same time. All right, feet are together, not hip width apart, together. Knees are soft, palms are in front of the abdomen, shoulders are over the hips. Breath only. Inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. 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 Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Okay, so I admit there was an irregularity doing that. If you noticed it and you can identify it, you can let me know in the next class. The rest of you, I invite you to go to the recording and watch it again as you practice again, and then see if you notice which one it was. Okay, let's do the form again in silence. Palms front of the abdomen, knees are soft. This is in silence. Okay, I invite you to join me with a sip of water, and I'm going to share something with you about the intestine exercise in the chat. And then, of course, you're welcome to any comments that you might have. There wasn't a regularity when we did the form on the breath only. I eliminated one step, one movement, one of the forms. And if you can tell me which one that is, or if you maybe not too sure, go watch the recording. The recording should be available probably, if not tomorrow, certainly the following day. Besides, I like you to watch recordings to continue doing this anyway. So make it work for you. And having said that, let me just post what I have to say in the chat here. Let's see. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Got the wrong. Julie, in the meantime, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, so thanks for that, Mitch. Another wonderful class. And I want to remind, oh, there you are. All that good information, Mitch. Did you want to talk about that at this point?
Well, just briefly, just the intestine exercise. This is the benefits of the intestine exercise. Basically, it's what I'm doing telling you in the class, but it's just written out here. So it's great for constipation, improving your overall circulation. And so one thing I leave you with is to do the intestine exercise 3 to 4 minutes every day. It's really good for you. You have better bowel movements, and you'll just feel better. It's just it's just such a nice, simple exercise. But even better than doing that 3 to 4 minutes, do the form from beginning to end. You doing the intestine exercise. You notice that in 6th form, that's all about the intestine exercise. The whole form is devoted to just doing that exercise. Well, I invite you to incorporate that into every exercise that you do. And don't you know there's actually 108 breaths and 108 movements within those 8 forms? It's a lot. So we did that quite a bit of work today. So anyway, that's all I had to say, Julie. Thank you for the time.
Okay, that's great. Thanks for sharing that. It also improves your core, right? I don't see it written there. Yeah. So for the rest of you, especially our newer folks, our wonderful tech person is putting all kinds of nice, good messages for you, the lists and where to get the YouTube. And I always say, if ever you want to go and just have a good laugh, it is wonderful to come and listen to the recordings, because I just crack up every time Mitch does the part that he just did today. It really tickles my my funny bone, so to speak, because I really enjoy that. So I'd encourage you just to listen for that and be part of that piece of it, because it's good and healthy for you, as Mitch often says.